Rudy, then I know you're gonna wanna run. You're gonna run back where you come from. I just heard from a little bird they're gonna drop the atomic bomb. Talk about a flying saucer streaking through the sky. I'm gonna stop to find out if they're stopping or going by. I'm gonna run like a son of a gun. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm really going to run. Oh, run like a son of a gun. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm really going to run. They say stand still like a soldier until the threat is gone. And if they drop the atomic bomb, it's gonna fall down in the pond. But me, I'm gonna be moving, make room I want to pass. I'm gonna show that old spaceship an awful lot of class. I'm gonna run like a son of a gun. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm really going to run. Oh, run like a son of a gun. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm really going to run.
Wait for me, boy. I'll take it. Yeah. Go, like crazy, boy, yeah.
Talk about atomic submarine and a guy's old vessel too. If they can do 1,000 RPMs, then I can do that too. I'm gonna run like a son of a gun. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm really going to run. Oh, run like a son of a gun. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm really going to run.
Wait for me, man. Wait for me, Marty. Come here. Yes. Every man for himself.
You run like a son of a gun. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm really going to run. Oh, run like a son of a gun. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm really going to run. Run.
Wait for me, man.
Well, we've had a lot of guests on Worldwide Magazine, but I must tell you, in the 8 years that we've been doing the show, this is the person I've been most excited to meet. Rudy Ray Moore, Mr. Dolomite. It's such an honor to meet you.
Indeed, a pleasure being back in St. Louis again.
Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
You grew up in Los Angeles?
No, I really grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, but in order to try to build my career, I moved to California.
And how did Dolomite come about? How did the character, the movie persona of Dolomite come out?
It didn't come through from a movie first. Let me tell you. I got Dolomite from the beer joint and liquor store Wise Men. Now let me describe who the beer joint and liquor store Wise Men are. They're gentlemen that sit out in front of the liquor stores and buy beer and wine and sit there and drink it and shoot the breeze all day, you know, cracking this joke and this joke and this joke and playing the dozens on each other and so forth and so on. That's where I got Dolomite from, and I recorded it on a record. And the very first day I put this record out, when I carried it to the record store and they stuck the needle to it, and I said this word, some folks say that Willie Green was the baddest MF the world ever seen. And the fella said, give me that record. I don't want to hear no more. Carried it home, and 30 minutes later, I know we had sold 15 albums from the sale of one, and on and on and on, and after 2 days, it was a smash hit. Dolomite were so big on this particular party record, Eat Out More Often, so I decided to build my career further a few years later. I said, well, the only direction I can go is to make Dolomite a character for a screenplay.
One beautiful day in the merry month of May, the great Titanic sailed away. The captain and the lieutenant was having a few words when the great Titanic hit that mighty iceberg. Sean was in the boiler room eating some peas. Black-eyed peas they were. And the water come down near to his knees. Before Sean could take a bite of bread, that water come darn near up to his head. Sean run up on the deck and said, Captain, 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 that water's damn near up to my neck. Captain said, Sean, go back, pack the sacks. We got enough sacks to keep this water back. You standing up here study bullshit thinking, but can't you see this raggedy hunk of junk is slowly sinking? The Cap, I'll be in New York unpacking my truck when the news reach the world. This junk done sunk. Captain said, Sean, go back and fear no doubt. Boy, I take this 2x4 and wear your black ass out. Sean said, Captain, the shit you talking might have once been true. Yeah. But this is one time your motherfucking talk ain't gonna do. Sean did run and jumped over in the ocean with his black ass doing a backfield in motion.
We wrote the screenplay, we filmed it with the little monies that I had made, put it together. In fact, about it, I shot Dolomite myself out of my own money.
Oh, really?
Right, and was made fun of. People said the picture never get played in a theater. And would you believe that the movie got played in the fabulous theaters like the Fox and the Woods Theater in Chicago, all over the country. And to make a long story short, the picture is one of the big rentals in video stores today. So when I said to make the motion picture Dolomite after the record, people said to others, they talked to friends, said, I wonder if that Dolomite on the movie is bad as he is on the record. So that's how the career and the legend of Dolomite began. From the party record on to the movies and me on to the nightclub stage and the concert stage.
Oh, he's bad. The man is out of sight. He's a tough son of a gun, y'all. The man's name is Dolomite. Hey, hey, I heard of him coming even before his time. And I ain't lying. Listen, on the day that he was born, his pappy wore a sign saying Dolomite is here, and this bad little brother is mine. Hey, 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 Dolomite. Oh, yes, you're out of sight.
Well, there's 3 Dolomite movies that I know of, and I just was told by you that there is a 4th one.
A 4th one in the making will be the Comedy Club. Dolomite is going to be the leader of a comedy club, and in this comedy club, he will have a workshop where he will teach and train young comedians in the field how to make people laugh. I said, because that is what we need today, is more laughter.
Well, I consider you, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I consider you the king of black exploitation movies and also the father of rap.
Well, I will break it down and rephrase the blaxploitation. I never did like the term blaxploitation. I was on a show yesterday from England. We filmed a show with Ice-T. The host. Fred Williamson, Melvin Van Peebles, and yours truly were the people who they interviewed, and they used the term blaxploitation. I explained to them, I don't like that term. I think it was so crude to us.
Why?
As a people, to be termed as exploiting ourselves, and to use such crude phrase of blaxploitation. They never called The Godfather that Marlon Brando had the smash hit on Italian exploitation. They never called the Western pictures that Hollywood made for so many years Indian exploitation. So why call the pictures that we made in that period blaxploitation? I think it was something that we were doing in order to make ourselves out there on the screen as we hadn't been before, because we had been seen on the screen with kicked in the ass and hit upside of the head. As a people, we were tired of that. So the minute we start making pictures where we were sort of on top, they want to make it blaxploitation, which I think is extremely crude.
Dolomite is my name, and f***ing up motherfuckers is my game. Breathing down your neck. Dance! Dance! Girl, this motherfucker's got rhythm, haven't you? I've got an all-girl army that knows what to do. They'll box as hell and practice kung fu. I put my finger in the ground and turn the whole world around.
You know, you're still the best man that I know in bed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not trying to offend you, but it seems like in your movies, and I think it's really great, that the white people in your movies always seem to be kind of dumb. Is that correct?
Not dumb. We didn't try to make them dumb, but we tried to make ourselves not to be kicked around and pushed around and kicked in the ass like we were in playing the so-called maid roles that the black actors had to do years ago, and Stephen Fetchit with his slow dragging style that he had to do in that year, and would sit up and white people sit up and enjoyed it and made fun of him and thought he was, you know, this is what they wanted to see from us. And I don't hold it against the ones that come along before me, like Stephen Fetchit and Louise Beavers and Hattie McDaniel. They did what they had to do to make it. But the day that I come through, I made it possible where we didn't no longer have to do that. We weren't really trying to make the other side look dumb, but we were just lifting ourselves to a degree.
Well, I find your movies really, really wonderful. I've watched them over and over again, and one of the things, you do so many things great, but one of the things which I think you're a genius and an artist at is saying curse words. The way you say blank, 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 and all this kind of stuff. Well, you can say them here. You're a genius. You're an artist. You're a poet.
Yes, well, poetry is what I started. In other words, when you say the Godfather and the King, I am the king of party records and the Godfather of rap. And the reason I get that title, the Godfather of rap, is because I've influenced many a rapper today. The reason I know I've influenced them because they've sampled me 46 times from my old party records. NWA, Eazy-E, Two Live Crew. They've gotten me sampled many times in the Dr. Dre, the new album that he has, which is one of the biggest selling rap albums of our time, Chronic. So, as I say, I have been an influence to them and the new comedians of today. I am the world's first comedian to use the four-letter words, which I don't call dirty words. I call them ghetto expressions in a form of art. So when I say being the first to do that, I am the one that laid the groundwork for every young comedian out here today.
I'm Dolan. I'm the one that killed Monday and whooped Tuesday and put Wednesday in the hospital. Called up Thursday to tell Friday not to bury Saturday on Sunday. I'm the one that had the elephants roosting in trees and all the ants wearing BVD. From the first to the last, I give them the blast so fast that their life is past before their ass has even hit the grass. See me, uptown, downtown, crowned and renowned. Delayed, relayed, mislaid, and parlayed. Hatch, match, snatch, and scratch. Whack, jack, smack, crack, bootblack, blackjack, racetrack, and flapjack, and still coming back. If you crave satisfaction, this is the place to find that action. Coming to this theater as this next attraction is the picture that will put you in traction. Dolomite, starring me, Rudy Ray Moore, as Dolomite.
Let's delve into your personal life, if we may, for a second. Are you married? Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2 children.
How old are they?
I'm not married. I have to start telling the names, and then people will sum up my age. I try to stay as fresh and youthful as I can, but one's 28 and one's 30.
Well, you must have had him when you were very young.
Yes, well, why shouldn't we? We should get to it at an early age. Mm-hmm.
Well, can we prevail on you to do a little bit of your Dolomite stuff, some of your rap stuff for us now, just for a second?
Yes, Dolomite is my name, and rapping and tapping is my game. I am the one that killed Monday and put Tuesday and put Wednesday in the hospital. Called up Thursday to tell Friday not to burst Saturday on Sunday. Stuck my finger in the ground and turned the whole world around. Woo! Him went up in a jug and beat the hell out of it with a club. And that is one of my G-rated raps. But, you know, I get a little bit, when they say X-rated, I get a little bit...
X-rated, it's all right.
I get a little bit in the ghetto expression. Now, when I say that I can do, a lot of the young comedians out here today, they'll get in the, on the stage, and you'll hear them do the four-letter words so heavy. The motherfucker this, the MF this, the motherfucker this, the big ding bong. And they just over and over and over again. It gets nauseating.
You are an artist.
But when you hear me do it, I will say, like my Petey Wheatstraw, yes, I'm Petey Wheatstraw, the devil's son-in-law, the high sheriff of hell. I fucked Victoria's Fanny and a bulldagging mammy and made a whore out of Lulabelle. I got a string of whorehouses from coast to coast and protection for them like an invisible ghost. I got 4 opera houses, 3 restaurants, 2 bars, and 1 grill just to serenade the bitches that I'm on through the meal. You see how that flow, it's not just one dirty word after the other.
You're an artist.
It has a flow of rap and rhyme to it. Thus makes it what I would call a performance that is, it's different than just getting out there. You know, some of that, and I try to teach some of the comedians today, is to don't overuse your phrase. Use it where it have the greatest impact and wherever necessary. Motherfucker caught me in the bed with his wife. Now he want to try to take my life. Both step on it and step on it quick. Burn some rubber, because we're going to deal with that trick. Drive, nigga, drive, drive, nigga, drive. He think he's bad and ain't got no class. I'm going to wrap this shotgun up his motherfucking ass. Yeah, I'm the human tornado. I use an earthquake to mix my milkshake. I eat an avalanche when I want ice cream. I punched a hurricane and made it a breeze. I swallowed an iceberg and didn't freeze. I chained down thunder and handcuffed lightning. I'm so damn strong, it's sometimes frightening. I grabbed a star traveling 1,000,000 miles a minute and slowed it down to the state speed limit. I may not be sleek, but women shriek when they see my physique. I got a dong as big as King Kong. The human tornado!
Man, everything you do is great, and I only have one criticism of you, and that is I wish you would have made about 15 more movies.
Well, I would have made more if I would have had people who believed in me at that time. You know, the system was extremely crude to me and quite a few others at that period of time, and I didn't have the chance to really step out and do what I would have liked to done. Now, the movies that I made, I did them myself. I didn't have nobody helping me. My records, I didn't have nobody helping me. I made my own records. I went in the studios and called people in to sit in my living room, and they called a technician in to record me, then take it and mix it together and put out a record, which costed me mere pennies to do. But should I have had the system behind me and somebody with a lot of money, I'd probably be a giant today.
Well, a lot of black artists throughout the history of the century have been very talented and really have been slighted on the ability to cash in on their success, and I guess you're one of them.
I truly am one of them, and although they are trying to give me a little bit of respect now, some of the big companies that want to do this for me and want to do that for me, I will accept it if it happens. But I've been so satisfied with my career. I've been thankful to get as far as I did on my own. And then when the final curtain comes, I can say that I did it my way.
And it's a hell of a way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moore. Rudy Ray Moore, Mr. Dolomite. Rudy Ray Moore is Dolomite. He is one of the greatest. Here's what I've told people. I said, I wish I could be Dolomite. I mean, that's how much I admire you. I'd like to be Dolomite. You are so goddamn cool. I mean, you just, all your moves, everything you say, everything you do, is like, I idolize you. I think you're just fantastic. And it's been such an honor just to sit next to you and to talk to you and to listen to you. And I sure hope that you come back to St. Louis again real soon.
Well, it has been indeed a pleasure, and I'm very thrilled that you all took the time to come up here to interview me, where I can give some of my points of views about some of the things that people may have looked upon so negatively. And if all the chances I get to express myself out there with the general public, I am very delighted and thank you all so much for taking this time out.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. It's an honor.
Thank you.
The human tornado!
Yes, this is Rudy Ray Moore, also known as Dolomite, and when I'm in St. Louis, I don't listen to that worldwide show or either look at it, because that Peter Parisi, he think he's bad and ain't got no class. He should get a shotgun wrapped up his motherfucking ass.
us right here watching.
This is Jim from the South Side. We watch you all the time. Everybody we know watches you. You got a following down here. Keep up the good work.
I'm still not watching your show. I'm watching The Love Connection. My wife and I, our lives have been enriched by watching this program in many, many ways, and I'm not going to go overboard, but our lives are really enriched, and we're touched by what we saw. Yeah, Pete, this is Wendell Bird, man. I think you need to get a couple brothers on this show, because a lot of brothers watch it. I think you need to, give a little more integrated there.
Yes, I would really like to see some more explicit sex scenes with Mark and Laurie. I think that would be wonderful. Thank you very much. You guys are great.
This is Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. You guys are cool. Mark's cool. Fire's cool. Fire's cool. Mark's cool. Hello there. My name is Tyrone Jackson, and I think you're some of the most lovely white women I've ever seen. And I think you ought to keep up the good work on your show. I think you boys are fantastic, and I especially enjoy the Lesbian Perversion Hour. Thank you all very much.
The first thing I'm going to do when I make it big in show business is to get a new car. And now we're going into the Buttery, which is one of the most delightful restaurants in South St. Louis. Restroom reserved for customers, use only, okay? It's like a greasy spoon here. I wish we had grease-o-vision. You'd be able to smell the grease. They have rich creamery butter here, fresh, farm-fresh eggs, all the good things. You got a really good breakfast here at the Buttery. The second thing I'm going to do when I'm in show business, when I make it big in show business, is to get a new hat. Yeah, I want to talk to you. I want to get something. I want to order something. Service. Service.
I'm coming.
What am I, the invisible man?
No, but those people there won't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, forget about those customers. Just worry about the number one customer, me. I got to ask you something here.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I'd like to get. I'd like to get an English muffin, and I'm really hungry for some delicious, rich creamery butter with that. An English muffin with some rich creamery butter, okay?
We have margarine, and margarine only.
Wait, you have butter, right? I'd like an English muffin with about 4 or 5 slathers of rich creamery butter, okay?
We have margarine.
How come you don't have butter at the Buttery? It's called the Buttery.
Because we don't use butter. It's too much cholesterol for our customers. We look at
why don't you change the name of this place to the Marjorie Inn?
Because we like the Buttery.
Yeah, but it's no butter. It's false advertising.
No, it's not. That's just a name.
You have no butter here.
No butter. We have margarine.
You have no butter, just margarine. Do people complain about that much?
Not at all. They enjoy it that we have margarine because we're watching out for their cholesterol.
Oh, come on. You're going to die of something. You'll probably die of cigarette smoking. You smoke cigarettes, don't you?
Of course I do.
Right, so you care about margarine?
I don't eat here, so I don't know.
Oh, you don't eat it? The food's no good?
When you have to cook it all day long, you don't want to eat it.
Well, okay, so...
You're not going to put this on TV.
So in other words, this is the Buttery, but you don't have any butter here. Well, that's stupid. Okay, well, thanks. We're leaving. Goodbye. It's the Buttery, and they don't have any butter at the Buttery. You're one of the customers at the Buttery. Now, what do you think about this place being called the Buttery, and they don't have any butter here?
I never order anything with butter, so it doesn't bother me.
If you're going to order like pancakes, wouldn't you rather have rich creamery butter on them than Margarine?
But I go with Joyce. Butter's bad for your cholesterol. So.
Wait, hold on a second, man. Wouldn't you rather have rich creamery butter?
Long as it's butter, don't make any difference to me.
Well, this is a margarine, not the buttery.
For 4 years, it's been the buttery to me.
They butter you up and you keep coming back for more.
Well, I will tell you, it's friendlier than McDonald's. It's a lot nicer, better place than McDonald's. So I suggest everybody eat here instead of McDonald's, because what you should do is go to McDonald's, pick up your butter there, just get some butter, and then come over here and put it on the food.
Yeah, it sounds like a winner. Why not go for it?
Don't you like rich, creamery, farm fresh butter on your flapjacks?
Well, I can't eat too much butter.
Why not?
Like Joyce and them said, it's got a lot of cholesterol in it, and I gotta watch.
Oh, you don't care. You think, well, you want to live forever?
Yeah.
Looks like you're well on the way. Okay. I'll see you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, she's well underway.
This is Rudy Ray Moore, also known as Dolomite, and when I'm in St. Louis, I never watch Worldwide Magazine because they have that big fat slob as an interviewer, big and fat, and they tell me, girls, one of them big fat son of a guns can lay heavy, but he'll never go deep.
Well, we're on Kingshighway, and I'm all dressed up because it's an auspicious occasion. We're going to go on the new Kingshighway viaduct. Now, there's only one little problem. The viaduct isn't open yet, but we're going to try to go anyway because we like to dare the devil. Oh, there's always a will, there's a will, there's a way, that's what I say. Here we go. All right, here we are, the Kingshighway Viaduct, the brand new Kingshighway Viaduct. Yay, yay, yay! I'm so happy this thing is going to be open soon. It's been so miserable going around this thing. It's been closed for about 10 or 15 years, I think. This is the new viaduct. There's going to be all these decorations here. This is historic. This is the first private car to go over the viaduct. We're very excited. We're very happy. I hope no cops come. I guess I get a ticket for this. We're having our grand opening ceremony ahead of the city. Well, this is all this trouble. This bridge cost $6.6 million to build, and just drive over it. Just think of all the things that are going to be happening on this viaduct. There's going to be murders and car accidents, and graffiti. Lots of bad things are going to happen on this viaduct. Of course, there's going to be good things happening where the cars get to go through the viaduct. That's one of the good things here. Let's hope we can get out of here. Yeah, I think we can just... Well, I don't know if we can get out of here or not.
You want me to move that thing?
Wait a second. Tell me, why don't you look out the door and tell me if we're going to fall off the cliff here. Let's take a picture of that. Let's see.
You want me to climb on?
No, just look out the door. See if we're going to hit.
Go ahead. Beautiful. Cut. Okay, you're good.
Oh, that was the Kingshighway. That was... I'm all excited. I'm all choked up. That was the Kingshighway Viaduct. the first time that anybody has ever gone over it that is a private citizen, which is me. Kingshighway viaduct. We're really happy that it's open. Well, it's not open yet, but we're really happy that it's going to be open soon. Well, we're going here to the Regal Hotel, the newly redecorated and refurbished Regal Hotel, to the Chuck Norman Xmas party. Now, Chuck Norman is a really cool guy. He's been around a long time. In fact, they tell me that he was personal friends with Marconi when Marconi invented the radio. I don't know if that's true or not, but remember that WGNU is not after big ratings with their radio programming. They're not interested in quantity listeners. They're interested in quality listeners. And today we're going to visit some of the quality listeners at the WGNU Xmas party, the Chuck Norman Xmas party, where all the proceeds goes to handicapped children. There's an escalator. I thought it was an elevator. You what?
We just love your show. We always watch it.
Good. Thank you. Another happy viewer. One of the many happy viewers to Worldwide Magazine. And now we're going into the official area where the Chuck Norman Christmas party is. And now we're going to get up to the Nubial cheerleaders. I think Mike can get some good pictures of these girls. We're always excited to see cheerleaders. It's always been a thrill of mine, cheerleading fantasy. Okay, Mike, why don't you do your stuff? Get some pictures of these Nubial girls. Make sure you get a good picture of them. Well, these girls aren't doing much. There's not much music. There's not much of anything happening with these girls. And they look a lot younger close up than they did far away. They looked a lot better far away because I thought they were about 18. But I think they're about 10 or 11. Well, of course, some people do like girls that age, but that's a little too young for me. 10 years on the planet. Well, that's not much time, you know. I'm 46. Now, just think, only 10 years. I mean, you hardly have time to do anything. Here we go, Mike. Here we go. Yes, Worldwide Magazine, the only show that brings you 10-year-old sexy girls. Now, what would we have in common with these girls, though? I mean, okay, they might look all right, some of them, but what would you talk about? Would you talk about the arts and poetry and the latest good article in the New York Times? We're going to talk about, who knows, but you're going to talk about Barbie dolls. There's nothing in common. You might have a physical attraction, but there's no emotional attraction. You need an emotional attraction. They're too young for me, really. And any of you guys out there that are watching this, that are getting attracted to these young, nubial, 10-year-old girls, you should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. In fact, Mike Perez, our photographer, I didn't want him. You can take pictures of this, Mike, but I don't want you looking through the camera as you do, because who knows what's going to happen to you. You might have the Major K squad coming over to your house. Well, they look friendly, these girls do, don't they? on TV if you do something interesting. If you don't, you won't be on.
I don't think you're on. I don't. What channel are you on?
We're on lots of channels. We're international. We're with the International Cable Network.
International?
Right, the International Cable Network. Hey, listen, ma'am, I just got a phone call. They want you back at the home. They told me they want you back at the home.
And where will you be? Shall I meet you there?
All I can say is one thing. If I was 20 years older and you were 20 years younger, it still wouldn't work.
Shall we dance? Get dance.
I gotta go.
No, let's dance.
No, I don't dance. I don't dance. Thanks anyway. Chuck.
Hey, oh my God, it's Pete Parisi.
How you doing, Chuck? Chuck Norman.
On the big show here, you know that?
Chuck Norman.
Oh, my word.
I was telling people that you personally knew Marconi when he invented the radio. Is that right?
Marconi, I go back farther than that. I knew Teddy Roosevelt and, McKinley when he was president. I knew all those fellas.
How's the party this year?
I think it's nice. I think we got a great crowd.
Good crowd?
Some great talent. Boy, we had super great dancers. And, yeah, it was really, it's been beautiful, I think.
Well, it wouldn't make Christmas time without the Chuck Norman party. And remember that Chuck pays all the expenses for this party. Every penny they collect goes to charity. It's wonderful. There's nothing else like it in the city.
That's right. Yeah, that is one of the nice things about it, because when you buy a ticket for this party, it's a 100% contribution to a charity. Nothing is taken out for expenses, so it is nice from that standpoint. It sure is.
Well, listen, congratulations on another successful party.
Thank you.
And we're going to roam around and meet some of those great WGNU listeners.
Pen. If you got another pen, I got a hand one.
No, I don't know. I don't have any pen. This lady here, this elderly lady, lost a pen. This lady keeps holding my hand. I wish she would let go. Thank you. I gotta go. There you go. Here's the pen. Here you go. Okay. We gotta go. Let's go fast. Let's go quick. You know, Mike, if I wanted to, I could have had sex with that lady. And now, we would like to introduce you to one of my personal friends, one of my great friends, my official lawyer. And believe me, at Worldwide Magazine, we do need a lot of law advice. Emmett McAuliffe. And Emmett, I want you to go around and introduce us to some of the interesting WGNU listeners and WGNU personalities. I'm going to turn the microphone over to you.
All right, Pete, thanks. Well, Gary Sandstedt just walked by. He's on Thursday afternoons. Ruth Norman, Chuck Norman's sister, just walked by a minute ago. Right now, people aren't really walking by too much because it's the end of the show. Freddie, say something for the cameras. How are you doing? Hi, Freddie. Freddie, say your name and tell everybody.
Hi, I'm Freddie Chambers, account executive for WGNU. Happy holidays. I pray that you will have a prosperous and healthy one, as well as a successful one throughout the year. Happy Hanukkah.
How successful was the year for you?
Not as successful as I wanted it to be, but it will be better in '94.
Okay, great. Thanks, Freddie. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. TKO, how you doing, man? McAuliffe, how's it going? Come up here. Say hello to my friends on cable television.
Hello, my friends on cable television. I'm looking for a job. Have one of my cards.
Thomas O'Brien.
I drive my taxi cab outside, but I'm still looking for a job. TKO at 481-5782.
How'd you get the name TKO?
Thomas Kevin O'Brien. It was given to me when I was a little boy by Lieutenant Shoulders when he wrapped me in his coat so I wouldn't freeze to death.
Well, did you ever box?
Years ago, they used to call me Rembrandt O'Brien. Every time I stepped in a ring, I hit the canvas.
And, well, how did you know so many police officers? Well, how did a police officer give you your name?
Well, it was from my grandparents' house on Lotus Avenue where Costello tipped off Shoulders.
Okay.
I just came down here for the Christmas party.
But you're from a famous law enforcement family. Why don't you tell everybody about it?
I'd rather not. I got no comment.
Secret on that, okay.
Yep.
Okay, what kind of work are you looking for? Let's go back to the pleasant subject. What kind of work are you looking for?
I hope to work for a newspaper or a radio chain. I'm lucky I got a job driving a taxi. I just pass out my business cards.
What taxi company do you work for?
Yellow. Have one. I got to run.
We're leaving now. Oh, hi. 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 Hello. The public is always looking for new faces.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Barb.
What do you do, Barb?
I work at home with my kids.
You do what?
I'm at home. I'm a home mom with my.
You're home. How many kids you have?
Just 2.
How old are they?
3 and 6 months.
What does your husband do?
He's an insulator.
Really? So I guess you're pretty insulated from the world. At your house. You know what they say? Hotel lobbies are the most interesting places in the world. Of course, we're not at a hotel lobby now. We're out in front of the Regal lobby. Hey, John, let me ask you something. You need a job, John?
No, I don't need that now.
You're driving a nice car, John. You don't need a job.
That ain't my card. Hey, years ago, I was out of job all summer months. You know who got the jobs? You know who got the jobs?
Who? Tell me.
All the relatives and kids in the neighborhood. Mostly 22 to 35 got the jobs.
What are you talking about?
Unemployment. People that ain't working. And still ain't working.
Is there any mongoloids live in that neighborhood?
No. You know what else? You know what else the mayor should do? About these vacant buildings? If they want to stop crime in the streets, do something about the buildings in town. And
to change the subject, do you guys know any mongoloids?
No.
You don't even know any mongoloids personally?
No, sir.
That's what you think. Okay, thank you.